Hey everybody, this is John from ShineOn. I'm here with Kurt Prosser, and Kurt Prosser is a awesome digital marketer. He owns multiple Amazon brands, sells over 7 figures annually. Currently, he's a managing partner over at Easton Digital. Easton Digital is a premier Google Ads agency and a Shopify expert agency. And it changes the way small to mid-sized Shopify stores grow their sales and profits with Google Shopping and Bing Shopping. So we're going to talk today about some of the new changes coming with Google and the way Google Shopping works, and how some of our Shopify app sellers can take advantage of it. So Kurt, welcome. We're excited to talk to you. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Let's start with, kind of where was Google prior to their announcement that they made, I think it was last week.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for having me. Super excited to be here. Really love what you guys are doing there at ShineOn. And but yeah, it's a really exciting time with Google Shopping right now. I mean, Google just made this announcement that they have this new free program where you can drive this free traffic to your website using Google Shopping. And so before this announcement, so just for those that don't know, I mean, before this announcement, everything on Google Shopping was paid. So, anybody go to Google, they do a search, they would see those images with the price at the top of Google. And you would, potential customer would click on that and then you'd pay per click, or a potential customer could click on the shopping tab up top, and then they'd go into what's called the shopping portal, and they'd see all the listings there of the products. And every time someone clicked, it would be paid. But with this new announcement from Google, they are enabling some of those listings in the shopping portal, in the shopping tab, to be free listings. So it's like I said, super exciting. It's a great way to get free traffic, free clicks to your website. So
that's awesome. So yeah, they made this announcement last week, basically saying they're creating a secondary platform. I don't know the best way to put that, but Google Surface or Surfaces, which, like you said, it allows people to create free, in essence, product listing ads, and put their products onto that shopping tab in Google. Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of confusion around there. Just so you guys know, it is called Google Surfaces, and Google Surfaces, that program sort of has been around for a few months, but the free component, this free component was I'd say officially announced on their blog 2 days ago. I think there may have been some rumblings last week, like you mentioned, but yeah, this new free component where those ads or those listings will be free on that shopping tab. Was recently, or was just announced. So
awesome. So I guess the big thing for a lot of our Shopify sellers is Facebook ads, and this is opening them up to an opportunity to get their products in front of another audience, and potentially even gain some organic traffic. Especially, my thoughts on this are, it could be really valuable for your niche products. If you're in a very specific niche where you can hit a lot of keyword terms, you have a very good chance of getting organic traffic sent to your site and to your products.
Yeah, that's a great point. And actually, with Google Shopping, so many Facebook marketers overlook Google, but the reality is a lot of your potential customers will see your ads on Facebook, and they may remember something. They may remember a word from that Facebook ad, and then they go to Google to search for it, do more research. So, for example, someone sees an ad for, let's just say, thin blue line necklace or thin blue line pin or something, but they go to Google then, and they may do a search for that. And if you're nowhere to be found, you could be losing that sale to someone else. So Google is a great place to sort of, what we call close the sort of sales cycle, or close the, sales funnel. And with this free component, with this free traffic, it's just a free way just to, get some of those sales that you may have otherwise been losing if you weren't on Google Shopping. Now, of course, you can still run ads. You can still target those specific keywords to sort of help you show up even more. But, at least as a first step for Google Shopping, this free traffic is a great way to sort of dip your toes in the Google Shopping waters.
Yeah. So what do you think was, what spurs Google to go out there and decide to open up this platform for free?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So I think the answer depends on who you talk to, but from Google's official blog post, I mean, it was really, I'd say, because of what's going on in retail, because of what's going on with COVID, because of the market. But it did sound like this was something that they'd been planning for some time, and it seems that by most people as an attempt to compete more with Amazon as more and more customers or more and more consumers have shifted from Google to Amazon in terms of starting their product research. Google sort of wants to get some of those customers or some of that market back, where Google says, all right, now you go ahead and do this all-encompassing research for products and product discovery on Google. And so this was their attempt to maybe compete more with Amazon, but we'll see where it goes. I mean, at least for now, but this is free. But and for those that have been around for a while, so for those of you that have been in e-commerce for a while, you may remember Google Shopping was once free back in like 2011, 2012-ish. Then it went paid. So we'll see where this program goes. I mean, Google does have a history of, having these free programs or free things and then converting them paid. So, but like I said, it's why it's important to jump on it while you can, because, it was a gold rush of traffic back when Google Shopping was free. Oh, yeah. And, so we'll see. Maybe this will turn out the same thing, but we'll see.
You never know. This could be the next gold rush. It might only last 6 months. Come Christmas time, they might say, hey, you want to keep doing this? Here's a bill.
Yeah.
So I think the big thing they said is this is officially launching in the US first, correct?
Correct. Yeah, that's a great point. So this will, so the Google Services Program is available and live in your Google Merchant Center account today, but the free traffic on the Google Shopping tab will be live by the end of April in the United States. And then according to them, internationally by the end of the year, which does seem a little bit late to get, given the sort of Q4, but, so that may get pulled ahead a little bit, especially if you're in the UK or somewhere. But yeah, it will be sort of end of April. You'll start to see these free listings showing up on the Google Shopping tab.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think there's still a lot of speculation out there into how this is really going to work from a standpoint of how do you get your products to actually show up, and for what are they going to show up, and what's the best way to get them to show up. I think we can go based off of existing Google rules, but a lot of that was based on how much you're going to pay. So you know that aspect of it. A lot of it comes down to optimizing your products for Google, which is what they want.
Right. Yeah, that's a really good point. And that is part of the, I'd say, major discussions going on right now in the industry, with a lot of professionals. They're trying to figure out what this is going to look like, because ultimately it's going to be a black box. Ultimately, Google is not going to tell us how they're going to specifically rank these. But, if we sort of look to, just past Google data, sort of what they're doing before, and then also to some extent Amazon, it does, there's a few things that are going to be really important. One is your data feed. I mean, having a data feed optimized for that keyword. So if you want to rank for that thin blue line necklace or particular, make sure your title in your data feed is well optimized for those keywords. And then the last thing, just in terms of how it's going to rank, I mean, some people are speculating, including myself. I feel like the click-through rate or past data is going to be important. So if you have an organic listing or free listing on Google Shopping and there's a high click-through rate, right, that Google's going to try to probably move that up higher and higher, because it tells them that customers want that. So it's part of that customer experience. So it may be a reason why you may want to run some paid ads on those products just to help you get that click-through rate, help you, show Google that, look, this is a strong click-through rate product, and then maybe help it get up a little higher. So, but that's purely speculative. We don't know. we'll have to sort of see how this unfolds and how these free listings start showing up, at the beginning of May. So,
so as a Shopify store owner, what do you think is the easiest and quickest way for me to get my feed to Google, and what tools are there to help me actually optimize that?
Yeah, so really, as a Shopify store owner, I mean, the Google Shopping app by Shopify is a great place to start. I mean, that is a great way to get your feed from your store into Google Merchant Center. It'll walk you through some things like setting up a smart campaign. Don't do that. You do not, don't recommend that. So just use it for the feed portion. But once you get that into Google Merch Center, I mean, just pay attention to the products, make sure they're approved, make sure there are not any errors in the products. But like I said, really look at the title and make sure it includes the keywords that you want to rank for. That's the biggest thing I'd recommend. But then from there, the only other requirement is to make sure that your website, your product pages, structured data is correct. And so there's a tool that's available from Google. It's just called Google Structured Data Testing Tool that you can do Google search for and find. But you want to make sure there's no errors. And then if there, but most Shopify stores, most Shopify, themes will be error free. So, but you just want to check and make sure there's no errors for that. But
yeah, I mean, and those are a lot of those are just simple things. Title is in the title field. The price is in the price field. I know from the past, and it's the same with Amazon. They've taken a lot of restrictions on product images and text overlays and things like that. So those are some things that people might need to clean up as well.
I mean, just going through that feed and just looking at that, it's really important. I can't stress enough. So many people overlook those things and overlook, some of the basics, and it's just, it helps you previously, and now it's, a lot of stuff is going to be required. So
awesome. Well, I mean, this has been super informative. I know I'm going to go ahead and link a video that you did. That kind of takes you through a step-by-step guide of kind of getting this set up, getting your accounts and things like that, and getting rolling. So I'll link that as well in this video. It's been great talking to you, and happy shopping.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, super excited to be here. And this is a really exciting time for Google Shopping. So I really encourage everyone to take that step. It's not a lot of time. It's free, super simple. So it's a great way just to get started with Google Shopping.
Awesome. Thanks, Kurt.
Yep. Thank you.